Now, it's the third day of mass protests in Iraq, with thousands of people clashing with the riot police on the streets of Baghdad. The violence has so far claimed the lives of 34 people, with protesters defying curfew orders. The riot police responded by firing tear gas and even live ammunition at the crowd. There are also reports that the government cut off internet lines in the country. The protests squarely target the year-long government of Prime Minister Abdul Hamdi for not doing enough for the welfare of the people and also rampant corruption. Despite having the world's fourth largest oil reserves, 22% of its population continues to live in poverty. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Hamdi sent out a conciliatory message to the protesters and said he was mulling a cabinet reshuffle.
إن البطالة لم نصنعها والبنى التحتية المتهالكة لم ندمرها نحن، وإنما ورثناها ووجدنا تراكمات كبيرة في كل مجال، وليس هذا انتقاصا لجهد من سبقونا، لكن هذا هو الواقع الذي تعرفون أسبابه.
It's not just Iraq which is witnessing unrest. Ecuadorians are up in arms against their government too, prompting its president Lenin Moreno to impose a state of emergency. The root of the crisis goes back 40 years to when Ecuador introduced fuel subsidies. The subsidies cost the exchequer $1.3 billion annually and was taking a toll on the economy. President Moreno therefore decided to scrap the subsidies as part of a $2 billion reform package, and now the diesel and petrol prices are expected to double in the coming weeks. This angered the public and sparked protests across the country. The strikes were led by transport workers, who are going to be the worst hit. In many places, they burnt tires and overthrew barricades and also vandalized government buildings. The police forces responded by firing tear gas to disperse the protesters. As the protests intensified, President Moreno imposed a state of emergency, which means a suspension of many civil rights. Moreno has ruled out any engagement with the protesters, calling them destabilizing agents with no sincerity.